Good morning. We are talking about the enormity of our need before God and why such a drastic solution was needed to rescue us from our plight, from ourselves, from our sin, from the reign and the sway of Satan, etc. And one of the things that the scripture talks about is that everyone who sins is a slave to sin. And I think that the hard thing about this is that most of the time we don't really realize that that slavery is there until it is actually firmly entrenched. We don't realize we're in bondage until it's almost too late. I was talking with a friend a number of weeks ago who said, I didn't really realize that alcohol had this kind of power over me until I tried to break its power. And then now its power is just like, I don't have what it takes to break it. And this is the kind of the nature that slavery, internal kinds of slavery, creeps up on us, that we give little pieces. It's sort of like the What About Bob movie, that we baby step our way. We baby step into slavery. We don't leap into slavery. If somebody says, hey, why don't you do this activity? And then it will own you. Nobody's going to sign up for that. But what ends up happening is we take little bitty steps. We sell more and more and more of ourselves off to a particular kind of behavior, a particular kind of attitude, pornography, addiction, shopping, food, all of our pursuits can have that enslaving effect on us if we are not paying attention to what we are giving ourselves over to over time. And so the challenge this morning is, what have you been slowly baby stepping your way into slavery with? What have you been doing that with? And what does God want you to do about that? He wants you to turn away from that. He wants you to identify it and to turn back to Him and to call out to Him for help. Perhaps call out to some trusted friends in terms of being able to walk in the light. Depending on the level of slavery, you might need more help, and it's okay to get help. It's actually fantastic if you get help and you admit that you need help and that you can't do it by yourself. Let's be honest about these things today and pursue God and see the direction that God leads us.